Hey, Kaylin with Landmark Makers, and we're a recruiting company, but we help other people learn how to recruit. And my marketing department came up with this great idea of me answering questions because I like helping people, but I hate videos. So it occurred to me, why don't I just take some of the questions off LinkedIn that are already being asked? Why don't I reach out to some of my community and see like what they need help with, and we'll go from there. So this one comes in from New York, and it is, we're in the process of hiring our first salesperson. Yay! I've done all the sales up until this point. Kind of tricky to transition, I'm guessing. What worked, didn't work for you when you were hiring your first salesperson and transitioned the role off your plate to someone new for the first time? Great question. So many entrepreneurs that I work with have done this. We've hired the first salesperson. Here's what works. Figuring out what you want. Okay, so many times as entrepreneurs, we're trying to do it all, and we can't. So figure out and document what your sales process is. Where do you want to get your leads from? Where did the majority of your leads come from? How do you follow up on your leads? How many attempts of follow-up do you do? What mediums do you use to connect on? Is this primarily an email company? Is this cold calling? Are you going to respond to them on social media? And then have example templates for them to use until they can learn and refine your system. Because unfortunately, as you step out of sales and more into other roles within your company, this position will evolve without you. So you want to give them as much information as you can about what has worked and hasn't worked, and allow them the flexibility to pivot with it. One of the things that also worked for me is you want something called entrepreneurial. And this is actually kind of a combination question. So how do you know if you're finding somebody entrepreneurial? And entrepreneurial, to my definition anyways, is somebody who is an entrepreneur but wants to work for somebody else. And you can do this with comp plans. I firmly believe that. So offering 3 different types of comp plans for a new salesperson. High base, low commission, potential to make a nice living, but it's steady. You could have a medium base, medium commission, or you have low, pretty much no base, and a super high commission, but the potential to make a lot is there. So knowing what they want out of their pay plan, having a documented process that they can follow, learn, and pivot from, and then most importantly is keeping that communication loop open. So you want to have, especially if they're your first ever salesperson, you want to work with this person every day until they're up and running and crushing your goals. So you want to know what they're finding, what they're doing, how they're doing it. And you don't want to approach it, in my experience, when I hired my first salesperson, I didn't want to approach it as I'm the boss, you're the employee, this is what we're going to do. But let's come up with a collaboration. What are you thinking? What are we thinking? What's working? And let's build the engine together based on the templates that you created. So hope that helps as far as the question in from New York on hiring the first salesperson and what worked, what didn't work for you when you made the transition. Good luck.